In the USA, the start of a woman's day, but only the start, because a woman is all things to all people.
Did you ever have to make a meal in 20 minutes, literally from the time you entered the kitchen until the meal was ready to serve?
No.
Well, Sally Gasco did once, when the schedule for a before-supper football game and an after-supper movie got a little confused.
Oh, I love her saddle shoes and her bobby
socks. She wasn't in too much of a hurry, though, and you should never be.
Sally Gasco, I remember the name. She appeared in a gas company little let's make a sandwich tutorial.
Good kitchen behavior and knows how to use the tools of the craft.
It was like sponsored by your local gas company.
Required. In this case, a little intelligent pre-preparation.
Campbell's!
In a convenient corner of the Gasco kitchen is an emergency shelf of canned and packaged goods appropriate to a quick meal. Here's where Mother also tucks away a spare collection of cleansers.
Wheat thins!
The foods include canned soup, cooked meat, stews, any good packaged food which will keep indefinitely.
With the creepy Christmas decor.
Sally decides upon corned beef hash and hot date pudding for dessert.
Ew. I forget, they like to put Jell-O in everything.
Other ingredients for the meal, corn on the cob and green peas, will come from the frozen food storage compartment of the refrigerator.
Also known as a freezer.
Keep this shelf full of the modern
well, they call it the
frozen
icebox
foods, which are not only useful in general, but especially so for quick meals. The basic
goal
meal,
is to have an
the hash, corn, peas,
Animal Crossing
with a little
and a
cheese to
1950s
spark up the
hybrid
flavor
kitchen.
of the hash,
That's my goal.
spread out on the work shelf, along with the utensils she will need.
Okay.
Time to go to work. High time, even.
How old are you, 16?
3 minutes suffice to get all the packages
16 going on 30.
out in pans and cooking.
Listen.
Another convenient thing
don't even go there with me. I haven't aged since 16.
And most of the time, these people use young-looking actors who are technically old enough to vote, but appear young enough to be casted as teens.
While they're eating the main course.
Look, she wants to be the next silver screen star, all right? This is the step into the industry.
How's the time going?
Let her live her dream. What is her name? Gertrude, Alice?
It's time to serve. And
Meredith?
Sally is going to be able to keep that 6 o'clock deadline.
We'll just call her Josephine.
Honest,
she already had a name.
Okay, well,
Sally.
whatever, bitch face. Of course they give her the plainest name ever. Sally!
While she's serving, we might remember, as she's doing, how it's possible to cook a meal quickly. Knowing how to handle the equipment involved in cooking,
gonna make
to
some
use the
burgers
utensils deftly and to use them for the purpose for which they were designed is a matter of practice and a question of technique.
My granny had those pots when I was a kid.
Very
Very similar.
A modern gas range can be the most important piece of equipment in the kitchen.
That's a tasty-ass looking corn. I'm sorry. God, I'm sounding like Amberlynn Reed.
Please don't break over up here.
Girl!
Don't.
6 o'clock, and there we are. It's possible to make a meal
I just
in
realized,
20 minutes if
Sally
first
Gasco.
you're well-grounded in
It's
good
supposed to
kitchen
be
techniques and have the right
some
tools
fucking
with which to work
bitch
at the time.
to convince
And
you,
second, if
hey,
you're
instead
foresighted
of,
enough to purchase
oh, I
and
don't
keep
know,
a
an
special
electric
emergency
stove,
shelf in your
buy a
cupboard, the
natural
storage shelf of
gas
your
stove.
refrigerator, a good supply of those modern foods which have taken most of the terrors out of cooking against a deadline.
Well, hot lamb. Oh, we got fresh coffee.
Looks like we got a collection instead.
Whether it's done by the day, by the week, or just once a month, meal planning presents the homemaker with her best opportunities to express her talent.
Oh, wait, I think I
Today's modern
accidentally
world
selected a
offers the
collection
largest
of
variety,
these.
The greatest selection,
Oh,
and
well.
the most delicious possibilities imaginable.
Lamb.
Most meals start with an idea, usually an idea about meat. It's hard
What
to
can
beat
go
the
well
sizzling
with fava
aroma of
beans and a
lamb
nice
chops.
Chianti?
Or what about meatloaf with a fresh twist called lamb
Meatloaf again?
And lamb shish kebabs will bring real life to an
Okay,
evening on
that's
the
actually
patio.
looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Has your family tried lamb stew lately? Make
No.
plenty because it's good as a leftover dish too.
I'll eat anything as long as it's not Jello hybrid
Also,
1950s
there's an
or
unlimited
whatever those
selection of
weird
delicious
concoctions
roasts,
were.
like this leg of lamb.
Have you
Take
dealt
me
with
to
a TikToker who tries like fucking
Or this
old ass recipes
Yes,
that are
I've
crappy as
seen
fuck?
her around on YouTube.
No, not a her. It's a guy.
And
I
even
thought,
this.
oh, I've seen it as a
B.
girl.
Dylan Hollis, I
Royal
believe.
Crown lamb
Oh,
roast.
well, I guess I've seen it in
All
another
available
form as
at your
well.
market throughout the year.
I've seen that on an
For a
ad.
satisfying combination of economy, variety, quality, and palatable pleasure. Remember, there's nothing like
That looks
lamb.
like diarrhea
The
in a
variety is
bowl.
almost
How is that palatable pleasure?
The book? The fuck?
No,
Roast
that
lovers will find
whatever
many
that
delicious
shit
lamb
was
cuts
with the
that roast
legs
superbly.
standing up.
The leg, for example, is more than just a leg of lamb. Your meat man can provide you with a long leg, and you'll be able to serve lamb sirloin roast and a leg of lamb roast.
I've
Hopefully.
never
And the
had
loin
lamb. Is
section
it good?
produces the delicious tender
I
loin
can't
chops.
remember. But I do know
This
this.
portion of the lamb
I
produces
hope
the
there
rack
aren't any
And when
vegans
2
or
three are
PETA
used,
fanatics on my
the result
fucking
is the
channel.
crown roast.
That
This
thing, crown
called
roast.
breast
That's the thing I was
section
talking about. It
produces
looks like
riblets
diarrhea
and
in a
spare
bowl.
ribs. The shoulder section provides familiar round bone and blade bone
I think I had
chops,
lamb
the
chop.
square
before.
shoulder
Oh,
roast
wait, or
and
is
the
it
rolled
pork
and
chop?
side shoulder roast.
Yeah, it's pork chop. Never mind.
One of the
I mean,
Totally different
We're
animal.
just talking about
is
food.
that
We're not like
preparation of
showing
nearly all
animals
roasts
in
is almost
danger. It's
identical.
just like a cooking video.
But I know people will get easily triggered. Hell, they were easily triggered by the idea of leather clothing.
Well, I can understand why. I'm not vegan, but I refuse to wear anything that's animal product because I just don't like the idea of wearing something dead on me. However, I'm not gonna turn down a fucking hamburger.
Almost all of the lamb roasts should be
You
cooked
can't
at
wear it, but you
325
will eat
degrees
it.
for about
Exactly.
30 minutes per pound.
I'm
But
not
to be
that
safe,
type of person that's
to make
gonna wear
certain that
like
your
I
roasts
don't
are
like
cooked
real
properly,
fur.
use
I
an
don't
accurate
like
meat
real
thermometer.
leather. I know
When
that
it
sounds
registers
so
170 degrees, the meat will be done.
snobby of me, but
a
I
bit
just
rare.
I
Use
hate
the
seeing
thermometer
animals in
even
harm. I
when
know it's very
lamb is cooked on a
contradicting of what I'm
barbecue
just
grill.
saying right now,
You'll
but
like the results.
Well, that's why you don't really ask questions
Other
about
cuts of lamb
where
you'll enjoy
food comes
preparing
from.
as well as eating include the leg roast.
like if
Remember,
I was best
ask
friend
for the
with a
long
cow
roast.
and her
You'll
name
have a
was
sirloin roast
Tilly
for another
and we've
festive
known
meal
each other
on
and I
another
came to
day.
visit her every day and they were like, yo, Tilly's gonna be killed in the slaughterhouse. I could not eat Tilly. I'd be like,
All you
nah,
need to
that's
do
my
is
friend
wrap
there,
it in a
buddy.
good grade
Like
freezer
it's
paper,
I cannot
tape
have
it,
an emotional
and it can be
attachment to an
stored
animal.
for
Otherwise
nearly
I
as long
will
as you wish
not
until
eat
you
it.
need it.
You know what I mean? I can't. It would
Question
feel,
is, how will you know if what you're going to be eating is it? That's probably a very thing, though. You won't be able to tell, though.
right, that's why, like, if I had a cow as a pet, her name was Tilly, and then I had her girlfriend Bessie, and we were all, like, you know, Gucci together, I'm
But
not going
fresh
to,
lamb
like,
should be cooked as
and
soon
they
as
were sent
possible,
off to be
and preparing
killed,
is
and they
always a
gave back
simple
to me,
matter.
and they're like, here's a Tilly
All
and
high-quality
Betsy on a
lamb
plate.
has
No,
a smooth covering of pinkish
I'm not
white
eating
down.
that shit. Those were my
Over which is
girls.
a thin, paper-like covering called the fell. Under most conditions, it should not be removed from any roast. It helps the cut hold its shape and
She has a
retain the
cute
natural
hairstyle. I
juices
really
for a
like
better
it.
tasting roast.
Although the clothes kind of
When inserting the
pilgrimish.
thermometer, be sure not to let the
Well-
bulb touch the bone or rest in
It's
fat.
kind of off-putting.
Well,
I'm not saying,
this
like,
was
fucking
more of
Cooked in a
like,
slow oven at
well,
no more
as
than
you know, after the
325
war,
degrees
everybody
until
wanted to
the
get back to
thermometer
kind of
registers
the norm of that
170 to
time,
180
and a
degrees,
lot of things in the
depending on your
50s, they
taste and
really
preference.
crave femininity. I'm not saying all women have, but quite a bit of women miss having femininity, like being a woman.
Stew
Where
meat comes
they had
from the
lipstick, but
breast
like they
section
couldn't
and
even
the
like
shank end of
have
the leg.
other stuff for
Lamb
products because
stew
it
is
went
an
towards
old
the
French
war
Jenny
effort.
dinner table.
But when the 1950s came around,
To
that's when we got
prepare
like a
stew,
lot of different types of
brown the lamb
fashion. It was
cubes
like a
carefully
whole
in a small amount of
post-war
cooking oil.
economy
Add your
boom
favorite
shit,
combination
and
of
everybody was just like blooming. That's why everything was larger than life. That's why everybody was obsessed with like big ass and big tits and hourglass shapes, you know? And
Big cars
everything.
and big houses and big lawns.
The American dream. I believe that's where it was born in that time, but I could be
Cover the
wrong.
pan
But I
tightly
still want my
and
fucking
simmer.
1950s 57 Bel Air with the damn
Better takes
fins.
plenty,
There is
because the
nothing gorgeous
stimulating
than a
aroma
car
of
with
lamb
fins to me.
stew
But I
does
do like an
something
80s car.
exciting to the
I want a
appetite.
Trans Am. But I have an 83
It'll
Cadillac.
be a surprise if you have
Yes.
Well, you got
But if you
close.
do,
I mean,
good for lamb.
It drives
Lamb stew is
so
good reheated,
beautifully,
or as an
but
English dish.
Well,
we have
yeah,
to have
they're
it
from-
seen by its.
they're pretty much from the
One of
era,
favorite
the era
leftover
of certain
dishes is
land
lamb
gods
pot
because
pie.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't
that's
about
my
speed or anything. It's about just driving
Cruising.
around and being
Yeah.
in luxury
Add
of
the
it
biscuits
all.
to the top of the bubbling stew. and
Ooh,
bake for
that's
about
interesting.
20
Putting
minutes.
biscuits on top of the stew. Okay, I'm getting like a little
Result?
hungry.
A perky new
That's
dish from a
interesting.
dependable old
I'm
favorite.
actually not grossed out by that. That's.
It's kind of hard to make fun of, especially when like you kind of want some of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Other use again lamb dishes include cold sliced lamb sandwiches. Great
Ooh.
for lunchbox excitement.
Damn, it's very tough to make fun of
Lunchbox excitement. I like that
And for a
term.
hot meal, without that warmed over taste, how about hot lamb sandwiches? Made with last night's main dish and piping hot rich lamb
Oh
gravy.
god, it's like that one
Curries and
long
many
I might have
Nashville
to
dishes
make
can
some
also be
food
made
after
with
this because
leftover
I
lamb.
haven't eaten since breakfast.
For
I
other
had like
economical lamb meals, try one of the many possibilities with ground lamb. Lamb
Burger!
with all the trimmings will go a long way to satisfy the most
Aw,
critical
Dad,
group
he's
of guests.
outside. Hey, Pop, throw me the ball.
And an economical, always tasty lamb loaf will suit your family fine any evening of the
Lamb
month.
loaf again.
To prepare lamb loaf, just add minced onions, dry breadcrumbs,
I've
a little
actually had like
evaporated or fresh milk, and seasoning to a pound of
meatloaf, but it
ground
really
lamb.
wasn't meatloaf. It was like a non-red meat meatloaf, if I could put it anyway. But it was really good. I liked it. That's what we should get. We should get meatloaf.
Preheat the oven to 325 degrees.
Who is
while
he?
you
The
mix
Pillsbury
these ingredients
Doughboy?
in a
He looks like one of those
medium-sized
drive-in
Then
mascots
shape into
that would
four
tell
Definitely
you, oh,
not the
come and buy our
Pillsbury
Eskimo
loaf and
pies.
definitely not the Pillsbury Doughboy.
There was another one I'm thinking of. I think he sold soap.
I can't remember for the life of me.
They'll be done
If
in about
anybody's a
40
boomer
minutes.
out there, please answer
When
my
served
question.
with
Is that
curried
the soap
peas
boy
or
I'm
your
thinking
favorite
of?
vegetable, you'll find the taste deliciously
Or
different
non-boomer,
and a
if you just like
favorite to
vintage
add to your
stuff or
recipe
grew up
box.
with it. Doesn't matter. No judging.
One ground lamb dish may be new to you. It's called the Scotch roast and combines ground lamb with a whole breast of lamb. Seasoned
Oh.
to taste, the ground lamb is stuffed into a pocket.
I think we
in
made
the
a poor
breast of lamb.
decision. Now we're
And it may
fucking
be baked,
hungry.
Or you might like to freeze it. then slice
We
or broil.
regret this
Good thing,
so hardly.
of
But
course,
hey, I'll learn how to
all
cook
lamb is.
various things
But
with
experiment
lamb.
with lamb in
I'm
any of
gonna
your
be the
favorite
perfect
meals,
housewife.
like a party dish
I need
of
to make sure my
special
tits
lamb
are out though when
spaghetti
I'm
sauce.
cooking.
Spicy
Bad
taste and
idea
zesty
if you're
aroma come
making
from a
like lamb
combination of
burgers, though.
lamb, tomatoes,
No,
garlic,
God damn it. No, it
onion,
was
and
more of
oregano.
like I wear an apron
It's
and
easy
nothing
to
else,
prepare.
and then my husband finds
Just
me in the
brown the
kitchen.
meat.
Oh, you found me.
Add the
Oh,
spicy
and
mixture of herbs
completely
and
in my
vegetables.
worst outfit, whatever.
Let it simmer
Oh,
for
never mind,
about
some corny
45
shit.
minutes.
You know the apron
Then
meme where it's
surprise the
like
spaghetti with a new
naked,
sauce.
and there's only an apron covering in front of you.
Yeah, but make sure you're not cooking anything fatty. If bubbles were popping, it might get into
And
your
you'll be
skin,
surprised
and it can
at
hurt
the
a bit
wide
like a
variety.
bitch.
Oh, it's not gonna be
Available at
like
your
during while I was cooking. It was gonna be after, and I'm just
Most
gonna
cuts
like
are in the
seem
cooler.
like I was cooking.
But
The
when
whole,
you're ready to
it's
cook,
a whole thing.
So you're just gonna-
It's a whole production I go through.
It takes special skill to prepare
Listen,
cuts like the
when
famous
I'm in the
crown
mood,
roast.
that shit looks
2 or
like
3
barf
roasts
diarrhea.
are
What the
bent up
hell
and
is that?
together to form the crown.
From what it looks like,
And be sure
it
to
probably
request
got filled
fresh
up. It's probably
ribs
filled with the
or
meat, and it
special
throws
cuts by
everything
heating
off.
your own
I
fat.
wouldn't
don't
eat
know.
that. That looks totally disgusting. Disgusting. But no, it's a whole production thing I go through with my husband. I want to make him feel special.
Again, preparation of lamb, even the
It
most
looks like a
elaborate
rotted
is
mushroom.
very simple. As with the other roasts, just sprinkle the crown with salt and pepper.
Mary Beth, how can you not puke over that?
Oh, it's not filled up. That's the reason why.
Place
It's
a
empty.
good meat thermometer
Oh, she's
between the ribs
massaging it
and
in.
roast
She
with
wants
your
that
favorite
flavor to
dressing.
soak through. There you go, Susie Q. Now we're just gonna roast this
Bake the dressing in a
rejected
separate
chef's hat
moisture-holding
with,
foil at the same 325
baby.
degree temperature.
Dressing.
Everything else looks fucking scrumptious. Everything but that thing.
About 30 minutes before the roast is done, fill the crown with stuffing.
Oh, so that's what's in it. Stuffing.
Oh. It's like an inverted turkey. Yo, what the fuck? I wouldn't eat that, and I love stuffing, but no.
By itself, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, but like with the gravy and everything, and with the turkey and shit, that's great. That hell no. What were you thinking?
Or 180 degrees for a well-done roast.
I'm not a chef, but I feel like I'm roasting this poor Maribeth over here.
Remove the roast and place it in a warm
I definitely do not know this character.
I don't know. Let's just call her Mary Beth, because I'm pretty sure that was a name back in the day. Or like, one of the ladies I used to take care of when I used to work at the elderly home. Her name was Jane. But Jane's a common name, so.
Cooking lamb is fun, and the rules are simple. Roast at 325 degrees, and for best results, use a meat thermometer.
Why are you in the stove? Why are you in the oven, kid? You're gonna be burned alive.
I make a joke, but YouTube will probably fucking find out, and I get reported to hell. I really don't need to go there
with that. Okay, that looks good.
That looks like food. Like it was either "Help me, I'm burning" or something alluding to the final solution of the Holocaust.
Because it makes such good second meals. And trust your meat.
And already YouTube is after my sorry ass, so.
I haven't posted anything in a month or two or
when
3.
You call, dinner's ready.
Ding dong.
Lamb.
Oh, Maribeth, you're here. Oh, honey, this looks like garbage. Oh, Ralph, I worked hard on this. Thanks to Mom for the spotless meals.
Ah, it looks like we're ending on that.
I love the pinup. That's so gorgeous. Yeah.
Courtesy of Christian Blatter.
Well, I know everything about being a housewife. I love everything about those dishes except the one that looks like barf bowl.
Most of it looks like it was just what to cook. As if that's what you're forgetting about what about the other stuff that a woman may need to do around the house, having to deal with a kid, having to deal with cleaning up shit.
It's one of many things that women have to deal with, especially back then. Also, why is the uncle from Bewitch, Paul Linden, on our recommended?
That's your recommended. I don't know where the fuck that is.
Oh, probably because I was watching a lot of I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitch. Did you want to watch the
Yeah, let's go find some more educational stuff that we can make fun of. Hey,
I want to do the phone call thingies.
Honey, call the police!